The Rejoin the EU campaign is back from the dead as a zombie, and this time they're using a former EU Commission member to help interfere in British politics. Everybody stay at home, stay alert and control the European Union to protect the NHS and flatten the curve and making sure that we are still a free and sovereign democracy. To be fair, despite everything's going on with our government and all the chaos of Boris Johnson's cabinet, let's just hope that these guys remain losers. I'm not really sure why they think right now there is an appetite, and I'm going to talk about lack of appetite for rejoining the European Union, but let's just have some fun. Let's expose these people. Who are these people? The European movement who decided to come back and as a zombie. Or a mummy, mainly, because they didn't really go anywhere. They just went into the forests like the Japanese soldiers, just decided to continue the fight for absolutely no reason. They have decided to bring in some people that nobody knows. Like ordinary people up and down this country have no idea who these people are, who are going to be running this movement. So this guy, Dr. Mike Goldsworthy, who is from the Scientists for the EU. So this is a very, very niche group who got everything wrong when it comes to predictions. He's going to be involved, big figure, very, very credible. And then you have more people. I'm going to get to the main one as well. But Jack Dart is involved with Care for Calais. Now we know Care for Calais is the organisation that on a regular basis I make fun of them because they prioritise the illegal migrants. Or let's just be politically correct. Migrants, France's migrants who illegally enter this country. That's what they are. And so he supports them, he defends them. So, he's got a nice tie, he's got a nice, short hair, brilliant. And then we've got Richard. He's also obviously he's the campaign manager for this European Movement UK. I love how they have the organisation is called the European Movement, but they also have to add UK to it. Obviously, why not? This guy is a Lib Dem. He's a former Lib Dem councillor. So brilliant. He actually was in Didsbury, Manchester, where I used to live in Didsbury, Manchester, for about 2 years. So yeah, Richard, with nice glasses. And then we have, I don't know why they all look the same. Is it bad to say that? They all look the same, dressed the same. There we go. Mark English. So this guy was is a former Brussels bureaucrat. He was he was running the media, the propaganda machine in the European Commission. And so he's getting involved as well. So everybody's getting involved. And now, of course, people would say, well, Mark English, he lives in Brussels and the UK. He's one of us, so he could actually get involved with campaigns. I'm not saying ban him. That's not the argument here. The argument is the fact that there is always a link between the European Union and the Remain/Rejoin campaign. Reminds me of this guy. Yeah, when Guy Verhofstadt came and during the Brexit negotiations, he went to the Lib Dem conference, he got his Lib Dem t-shirt, and he definitely interfered in British politics, and apparently that's normal behaviour. I imagine if when Trump was president, for example, and you had Republicans from the party coming to the UK and interfere with, Tory campaigns or Brexit campaigns, there would be a meltdown. But that's the main issue. Is there an appetite, by the way, for rejoining the European Union? Clearly not, because the latest polls that we have from YouGov, even YouGov, says that only 39% of Brits are even considering to kind of be like, well, should we rejoin or not? There's absolutely no support. Considering they got 49% of the vote in 2016, that's a massive collapse from the original vote. So even the SNP has more support for independence for Scotland than these guys have for rejoining the European Union. Now there are some people who are just confused. I saw one of them on Twitter. I don't really understand how people. I know people could be mix and match when it comes to political views, but this specific person, Dave, of course, Dave, he's anti-woke. Good. Anti-immigration. I'm guessing that means he's pro-migration, immigration control. He's anti-corrupt Tories who likes corruption. He's pro-UK, and then he says anti-Brexit. This surely has to be a parody account. This is why the European Movement campaign or Rejoin the EU is not going to get anywhere, because there's absolutely no unity, there's no appetite, and it's just a bit of fun. But we have to kind of talk about the fact that what if there is a link between the European Commission or certain people who have links with the European Union? Because if you have connections with them as the Remain campaign or any campaign, you get access to their propaganda, their materials, and funding, and a lot of other stuff, allegedly. So let's just hope that there's absolutely no corruption involved or interference from the foreign powers. It's not really a serious matter, really, because we're not going to rejoin the European Union. If you believe that we're not going to join the European Union, then what you have to do is, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. We will fight for the UK, and while you fight for the UK, click on the bell next to it. That's the best way to get notified when I release my next video. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.